What's up everyone, it's your girl Shay here and welcome back to my channel if you are new, and welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. And as you can see by the title of today's video, I'm talking about my favorite romantic anime tropes. So just to explain to you guys what exactly a trope is, and from the definition that I was able to receive, is basically it is a common or overused theme or device. So I feel like in anime there is a lot of overly used romantic tropes, so I figured why not list some of my favorite ones that I have for you guys. And the reason why I decided to come out with this type of video is because Valentine's Day is coming up, and when this video releases, it will actually release the day before Valentine's Day. So of course I also want to say to you guys, happy Valentine's Day if you celebrate it, and if you don't celebrate it, or if you don't have anyone to celebrate with this year, just remember that Valentine's Day isn't always about just with your significant other. If you have one, sometimes it's just dealing with family and friends. And I know for me, for a long time when I wasn't with anybody, I celebrate Valentine's Day with my mom because I love her a lot and she loves me. So yeah, just want to throw that out there for you guys. But let's get into some of my favorite romantic anime tropes. So these are in no particular order, but I just have these pretty much listed. And yeah, so the very first one I have is reverse harem. So reverse harem is something kind of like Ouran High School Host Club, where it's one girl but there's a lot of other guys, or something like Brothers Conflict as well. But I have to say I like reverse harems a lot more than harems, and the main reason why I like reverse harems is because who doesn't want to be that girl with a lot of guys liking them? And plus I like these shows because you just have a pick of all these different guys that you as the viewer can be like, I want the main character to end up with this guy or that guy. And to me, that is what makes them the best, and which is why I like watching Ouran High School Host Club all the time. So yeah, reverse harems, definitely one of my favorites. The next one I have is from hate to love. And what I mean by hate to love tropes is basically the romantic trope where the two main characters do not like each other. They hate each other completely. And for some reason, they're like in competition with each other, or they just have such differing personalities that you feel like they just would never work. But over the course of the series, they slowly but surely start to fall in love with each other and start to like each other a lot. And I gotta say, I like these tropes because how many of us have always heard, like in grade school, which sometimes I don't always believe, but heard in grade school that the kid or the boy or girl that picked on you a lot, like for some reason liked you or whatever. And I feel like this is where that trope kind of comes from, I guess. But I have to say, I have liked a lot of series where the two characters don't like each other, but they end up loving each other in the end, or they don't like each other at first, but then they love each other. And one show that I can think of is Lovely Complex. At one point, these two characters just did not like each other because they were complete opposites. But then over time, throughout the series, they slowly but surely did start to fall for each other. So yeah, got really kind of like this trope. The next one I have on my list is the shy girl likes the bad boy. I feel like this is such a typical romantic trope that it's not just in anime but just in series in general, where you have the innocent girl, the girl that's portrayed as being super innocent, liking the boy that gets into a whole lot of trouble. And I feel like the series that I can think of that's kind of like the shy girl likes a bad boy is kind of I want to say kind of Paradise Kiss, because the main female character is kind of not shy, but she's kind of innocent, but the guy she likes is kind of like rough around the edges kind of a thing. I might be wrong about whether or not that's the trope here, but I kind of feel like it falls into that category. There's also another show that I can think of, but it's on the tip of my tongue, but I cannot think of it whatsoever. But if I think of what that show is, I'll probably put it down here somewhere to let you guys know what that show is. But I like to say that shy girl and bad boy tropes are my favorite, because I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of that girl in school. I was kind of shy. Not really, but kind of like introverted, I guess, or like kind of like Little Miss Innocent in some ways. But a lot of the boys that I would like would be kind of like the bad boy type sometimes. Yeah. Then the next one I have on my list is the living together trope. And this is where you have two characters that have to end up sharing a room with each other or sharing an apartment with each other. And then slowly but surely they start falling for each other. And I have to say, I like this trope. Like I said, it's on this list because I like it. But I feel like the main reason why I like this is because it's fun to like think about what you would do if you were in that type of situation. Like, what if you had to share an apartment with someone that you didn't think you would have to share with, but like, how would you like navigate that situation? And all I can think of is like, I have no idea, but I love watching it portrayed on screen. And finally, the last one that I have on here is one that I like, but then I don't like, just because of how sometimes it's portrayed or how it ends up turning out, and that is love triangles. And the main reason why sometimes I don't like love triangles is because sometimes they so clearly lead you to the direction that they want you to go in, like lead you and like shows you whom this character is going to end up with. But for me, I like love triangles where you really don't know whom the main character should end up with, or whom like the person's gonna end up picking in the end, where you flip-flop yourself as the reader or as the watcher. And I feel like the series that I can think of, not just like anime, but just like in manga or like webtoons, is True Beauty, because it's kind of started out as a love triangle and you as a reader really liked one particular character, but then after a while you flip-flopped and was like, no, I really like this one, I hope they end up with this character or whatever. And I feel like that is why I have a love-hate relationship with love triangles. I like when they're done correctly, when you as the viewer or as the reader do end up flip-flopping along with the character as you're reading it or as you're watching it. But I don't like when it's so clearly who they're going to pick, and sometimes you kind of are like, I hope they choose the other one, but because of how the story is going, you already know who it's going to be. That's when I don't like love triangles. But yeah, those are pretty much my 5, or pretty much my favorite romantic tropes. What do you guys think about this list? What romantic tropes do you guys like, or which ones do you guys dislike? I'm kind of interested to know if there's any of the ones that I've named that I like that you guys actually dislike. Feel free to comment below your thoughts. Of course, like always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Of course, please subscribe if you haven't already. I have links below to all my social media accounts. I have an Instagram, a Twitter, and a blog, so feel free to follow me on there as well. And of course, like I already said, please have a happy Valentine's Day, no matter whom you celebrate it with, even if it's with yourself or family or friends or your significant other. Just have fun. And of course, like I always tell you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy in today's day and age, stay healthy, and of course, please stay safe. All right, you guys.